Hi friends, this video is a review on 3 moisturizers with SPF that I have been trying lately. I am a huge lover of sunscreen. I use it every day. It's part of my morning skincare routine and I apply it as the last step in my skincare routine. So I do my serums and then my moisturizer and then my sunblock. So I wanted to see if there was a good moisturizer out there that had sunscreen in it that my skin would really like, that I could wear under makeup and it would help my makeup last nicely throughout the day, and also a product that helped my skin hold on to moisture as good as a regular moisturizer. But this one would combine 2 of my morning routine steps into one because it would have moisturizer and SPF all in one product. So I have been trying 3 different products that I will review in this video for you. So before I get into the reviews, I quickly wanted to talk about the importance of application when it comes to moisturizer with SPF, which is similar to applying sunblock with SPF. So firstly, it is really important that when you're using a moisturizer with SPF, you're applying the right amount of that moisturizer. So you want to make sure that you're applying to the length of your index finger and middle finger of that moisturizer with SPF to make sure that you are getting that protection from the SPF. So it's the exact same amount that you would apply if you were just applying sunblock on its own, which is the length of your index finger and your middle finger. That will ensure that that amount of product will protect you from the sun, so you would apply that to your face and your neck. I feel that at times moisturizers with SPF, similar to foundations with SPF, give you a false sense of security, thinking that you're applying it and you're getting that protection, but in reality you really need to be applying the right amount to make sure you get that protection that that SPF is supposed to give you. So like I said, I have been trying 3 different products, 3 moisturizers with SPF, just to see how they work with my skin and if my skin likes them as a replacement for just a standalone moisturizer. So I wanted to see, does this product help my skin hold on to moisture throughout the day? Does my makeup application look really nice and last nicely throughout the day? Does it make my skin look greasy? And so on. Now, before I get into the video, I just wanted to make a blanket statement for all of the products that I'm mentioning in this video. So for all 3 products, all of these products that I'm talking about in the video, once I put them on my skin, I give them about a good 10 minutes at least to soak into my skin before I go in with my makeup application, because I want to make sure that they're fully absorbed into my skin. This way my makeup can go on really nicely and the moisturizer with SPF has been fully absorbed into my skin. So that is the one thing that I've noticed that I had to do with all 3 products, just to make sure that I am giving my skin time to absorb that product before I put on makeup. So the first product I'm going to talk about is this Paula's Choice, and this is the Skin Restoring Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF with antioxidants. And this retails for $35 and it comes in this squeeze tube, and it has about 60 milliliters of product or 2 fluid ounces. So this is an antioxidant rich moisturizer that helps protect the skin from UVA and UVB rays and contains ingredients like niacinamide, shea butter, aloe, oat extract, and licorice, which help reduce redness in the skin and help keep your skin moisturized and hydrated throughout the day. So the things that I liked about this moisturizer are that it has 50 SPF in it, so that offers a really good amount of protection. I liked that it didn't leave a white cast. It absorbed really nicely into the skin and really helped my skin hold on to moisture throughout the day. And it wore beautifully under makeup. My makeup looked really nice. It went on really nicely and it just lasted nicely throughout the day. There were no dry patches or greasiness. So it just really helped my makeup have that longevity throughout the day while keeping my skin nice and moisturized and hydrated. So what I didn't like about this moisturizer was that when I applied it all over my face, including under my eye area and over my eyelids, my eyes would burn really badly to the point where uncontrollable tears would be coming out, and the only way to get rid of it or to make it better was to wash my entire face and make sure that I get rid of any residue of this product. So I really didn't like that, because for me, applying sunblock means applying it all over your face, including your eyelids and your under eye area. And I realized that with this, I would have to apply this all over my face and just avoid the under eye area and my eyelids and use a different sunblock in those areas that my eyes weren't as sensitive to. So really did not love that about this. When I looked into it, I saw on the website that there were quite a few people that had a similar reaction to this moisturizer. So unfortunately, because of that, I won't really be purchasing this again. So overall, I think this worked nicely with my skin when it comes to keeping my skin hydrated and moisturized. It worked really well under makeup, but because my eyes felt so irritated by this, like I mentioned earlier, I won't be repurchasing this again. So the next moisturizer with SPF that I tried is the La Roche-Posay Toleraine Sensitive Cream with SPF 30. This retails for $27 and it comes in this 40 milliliter squeeze tube. So this is an oil-free moisturizer with 30 SPF. And it provides all-day hydration as well as broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection. It has a really lightweight lotion-like texture that leaves your skin with a nice hydrated, dewy finish. And it's good for normal to sensitive skin. It is also hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, and paraben-free. So what I liked about this moisturizer is its lightweight texture that applies really nicely on the skin, and it absorbs really easily onto the skin. It has no white cast. It helped my skin hold on to moisture all day, especially when it has ingredients like ceramides and glycerin. It also worked really well for me in the hot, humid days. I found that my skin wasn't greasy at all, and I would actually even use this in the winter because it does provide a lot of moisture and hydration and helps your skin hold on to that moisture and hydration throughout the day. It does have 30 SPF, which is a pretty good amount of SPF. Now that is my bare minimum that I look for in moisturizers or SPF. So 30 is my bare minimum, and 50 would be amazing, but this has 30, which is good enough. And it also works really well under makeup. I found that my makeup applied really nicely on my skin and it lasted really nicely throughout the day, and it didn't look greasy or patchy. So it just kept my makeup looking fresh throughout the day. So what I didn't like about this moisturizer is that I wish it came in a bigger container, like a bit more product, because there's only 40 milliliters in here, and I noticed most of my moisturizers either come in 50 milliliters or 60 milliliters, and this one's only 40, so I go through it pretty quickly. And then lastly, this is just, if I'm being picky, it only has 30 SPF, which is the bare minimum, so that is enough for me, but I just wish it had a bit more SPF in it, maybe like 50 SPF. But those are the only negatives about this. Overall, I really, really love this moisturizer with SPF. So overall, I definitely will be repurchasing this again. I love how my skin looked and felt throughout the day, and I just like how it helped my makeup look really nice when wearing this moisturizer. So definitely a repurchase. I really love this one. And the last moisturizer with SPF that I will be talking about, this is more like an SPF, like a sunblock, but it can be used as a tinted moisturizer. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit because it's not just the moisturizer with SPF. This is the Paula's Choice, and it's a super light daily wrinkle defense broad spectrum SPF 30. And this one is a tinted sunscreen slash moisturizer because it could double as a tinted moisturizer. It retails for $35 and it comes in this 60 milliliter or 2 fluid ounces squeeze tube. So this is a lightly tinted mineral sunscreen that can double as a tinted moisturizer. It doesn't provide a lot of coverage, but it is really lightweight and it really evens out the skin tone. And it gives your skin a really nice light matte finish. So what I liked about this was that it blends into my skin really nicely. It absorbs really well. You do have to work it in a little bit, but it absorbs really well once it's blended into the skin and worked into the skin. I also like that when I do wear this, I don't have to wear any foundation. I do use a little bit of concealer just to spot correct, so a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and wherever else I have, a little blemish, I'll use some concealer. But other than that, I did not need to use foundation because it really nicely evens out the skin tone. Now, keep in mind, it doesn't provide any coverage, so you're not really getting coverage, but it does even out your skin tone. So if you have redness, it really does help even that out a little bit. So it really makes your skin look like your skin but better. And I love this, especially on really hot, humid days where I don't really want to wear like foundation. This was really great. And I found that even though it does have like a matte finish or a slightly matte finish, my skin did not feel dry throughout the day. There were no dry patches, and it still felt nice and moisturized and hydrated. And it kept whatever makeup I did have on my skin, so whatever concealer or bronzer, it really kept it looking nice and fresh throughout the day. Now, I have tried applying foundation on top of this, and I found that it works really well. It almost works like a primer under the foundation. So I definitely would use this as sunblock in the winter, and kind of use it as a primer maybe on days where I want a bit of extra coverage, just because it really helped my foundation look really nice and last nicely throughout the day. What I didn't like about this, not many negatives. I really love this one. The only thing is I wish it was 50 SPF just so it can provide a bit more protection. But 30 SPF is my bare minimum, so I was fine with it. But if I'm going to be picky and try to pick at something, I would say that I wish this was 50 SPF just to kick it up a notch in that UVA, UVB protection. So overall, I really like this tinted sunscreen. I love that it can double as a tinted moisturizer. Yes, you're not getting the same coverage that you would get from a tinted moisturizer, but I just love how it evened out my skin tone so nicely, especially for really hot summers. This is such a great product. It's so lightweight on the skin, and it just makes your skin look like your skin but better. And you can kind of spot correct with concealer wherever you need it. So really love this. I will definitely repurchase this again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below if you have tried any of these moisturizers with SPF, or if you've tried other moisturizers with SPF that you're really loving. I'd love to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button to see what videos I come up with next, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.